Welcome to the latest edition of Clean Critically. This is a part two of the joyful dawn of a new era. And this is excellent information brought to you by the PQCW team of Barbara and Ed Koenigsberg and myself, Darren Williams. And so Barbara and Ed, the cleaning lady and rocket scientist, are BFK Solutions, and they're expert consultants in industrial and precision cleaning. And they've joined with me. They call me the professor.
And Darren is a professor of physical chemistry at Sam Houston State. And he's also the leader of the cleaning research group there, which does a lot of research and cleaning.
And trying to develop the workforce for the cleaning industry.
And he works on the workforce that's currently in the workforce, because that's what part of PQCW is, to keep
That's
everything.
right.
So as if you saw part one, you saw this before, but
you're
seeing it again, because household cleaning products are found in a lot of different critical cleaning applications, including inertial navigation systems, medical devices, pharmaceutical, bearings, even space exploration.
Right. The place I've seen them the most is in optics, because glass cleaners clean so well at home. They just bring the Windex to work and use it on the optics.
Read my mind.
Okay. But we advise against using them for critical product cleaning.
For a lot of reasons, and including the additives and the design of the additive package, the extra stuff.
That's right.
Now, a lot of folks, when they audit, see household products and they think that production people are being disagreeable, insubordinate, lazy, obstreperous. That's really not true in general. They're really not using household products to be mean. Their goal is probably to have an effective cleaning process in nearly all cases.
But sometimes they can't, and they have. Here's why they have turned to them.
Sure.
Because in some cases, it's been written into the process spec. Or there's the familiarity. It seemed to work. It works great on stuff at home.
I mean, we did. I have run into one process where I'm sure somebody in the engineer's family sold Shackley, and they tested it. And I sure hope they never changed the Shackley, because,
Yeah.
It's also their convenience. They're available in retail outlets. Often the cost is perceived to be lower. There's lots of advertising. Advertising is seductive to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Most groups that market to manufacture do not market as well as the household folks.
That's a good point. Yeah.
There's also perceived safety and environmental friendliness. It's green, it's safer, it's non-toxic, there's no chemicals.
That's always a joke. No chemicals.
But that's perceived.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're used because the processes that they have been using are not effective. There are government regulatory restrictions, so there are fewer options. And the suggested cleaning process may not be really effective.
What's suggested? Sometimes they're ordered to use a particular cleaning process, and they're told, this will work, we know it will work, you make it work. It doesn't. And then panic ensues, and nobody's going to go up to management and say, the emperor has no clothes. So they look for ways to fix it fast.
That's a good point, too. Reasonable.
So what do you do? Should you let sleeping dogs lie if you see a consumer product? Well, we suggest waking them gently, figuring out the consequences to the product, and deciding what to do next. When I started in this field, it's been decades, but back in the day, I would ask for information about household cleaners. And I would be on the phone for hours being shunted from one person to another. And finally, they would say, we'll get you the technical information. And I would get coupons.
Oh, my gosh.
No information. It was all magic. Now, more is available online, not necessarily consistently, but there are things called consumer product information databases, SDSs, what's in products, very smart label, different groups list different.
Sure. But on a side note, I think if you're dealing with a supplier that supplies cleaning chemistries for industry and for precision cleaning, you don't have that experience. You've got technical people that you can call, and they will help you solve your problem. I mean, it's night and day in terms of dealing with like a consumer marketing group. I mean, how do you find the technical person at Procter and Gamble versus how you find the technical person at one of these suppliers that supplies for manufacturing?
Now, even that varies from company to company.
Sure, it does. I just didn't want to get into particular names, but I know lots of suppliers that would answer the phone.
And we've gone many times. We pointed out not all ingredients are on the SDS. If it's harmful to workers, then it should be.
So the composition gives a few things, but there's a place called Smart Label from Procter and Gamble, and you can get the whole additive list for the fragrance package.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah.
This is for the same product. But look at all of the ingredients that are just under the fragrance bullet there.
Yeah.
The BHT, the citrus peel oil.
Sure, yeah. And then the oil, I mean, that sounds more viscous, like that might leave a residue.
Sure.
And this is all just for the fragrance, not for helping the work clean.
That's how you have essence of lemon. So
that's right, and the mosquito repellent.
I think, I don't know. So what can we do that would be more collaborative? Which of us would like to talk to that? Don't everyone speak at once.
That's right.
Well,
keep going, Barbara.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. So, if possible, avoid a formal punitive audit. That's why I rarely do audits. I do a lot of let's sit down and chat, site visits, and let's have cookies and talk about the process.
So you're saying don't just get the customer and a manager together. Like get the people who are actually doing the cleaning in the room too.
Get everybody involved.
Yes.
First, maybe not the customer, especially if the customer is military and is going to get grumpy. But that you set up a review, sit down, everybody together, the supervisors, the techs, the assembly, keep it friendly. It's not the Inquisition. Figure out how the consumer product came to be used. What does everybody like about it? What don't they like about it? Is it written into the specs or is it just being used? Find out the available information online, and you may end up contacting the supplier depending on how well the product is dug into the process.
Oh, good point.
Also very important, educate, understand, and communicate. You've got to educate yourself and the people around you. So learn about cleaning. You can do this online, through books, through courses. And speaking of courses, Darren.
Yeah, we have the aqueous cleaning workshop. It's on demand that you can take. It's a 4-hour course in the 1-hour modules that you can take at your leisure. There's some quizzes on each module so that you can make sure that you understand the topic well. And it includes a 1/2 hour consultation with one of us or all three of us if we can make it. It's fantastic, and I think it's well priced for the industry. You can find out more here at the website, shsu.edu/pqcw.
And
thank you.
Thank you so much for attending. As always, we love to hear from you. Give us a shout out. Tell us what you like, don't like. We're always there to answer your questions and maybe some of your ideas and thoughts.
That's right. Share some of your stories of finding these commercial products in your process in the comments.